Can I get through this whole thing without any puns? I think I'm gonna. Oops. And welcome back to Cliffieland. This is weekend country number 65 on our second attempt of cooking the food of every country in the world, and tonight we're up to the nation of Ghana. Ghana is located in West Africa. It is on the Atlantic and it is surrounded by Cote d'Ivoire on the west, Burkina Faso on the north, and Togo on the east. We've cooked 2 out of those 3 already. It's a prosperous and very diverse nation with a very diverse cuisine. So we're really looking forward to cooking it this time. Now tonight we're actually going to be doing 3 dishes. We're going to be making a Ghanian groundnut soup, which is a peanut-based soup. You can't really cook West Africa without peanuts being involved somewhere. We're serving that with Gari Foto, which is actually a dish which is usually eaten at breakfast and lunch, but we're making it for dinner here. And we're going to be attempting yam chips. Although, I have to once again point out that here in America, we call sweet potatoes yams, even though yams and sweet potatoes are different things, and we're actually using sweet potatoes for this, so technically they're sweet potato chips. Now, before we go any further, we have to see how things went when we tried this last time around. Well, 4 years ago on the Global Cooking Adventure, I was kind of flummoxed because there were so many great dishes I had to choose from, and I had a lot of pressure going into cooking Ghana. See, we had some friends that had Ghanaian food before, and they were very excited about seeing what I do. And therefore, we cooked on 2 nights. The first night, I did a grilled fish, which was phenomenal. It was a grilled tilapia. It was marinated in spices. It was really wonderful. Sadly, we're not going to be able to do that this time. And I tried to do that with the yam chips. Problem with that though is that I didn't know how to use the mandolin right, so I sliced them and they were thick, so they're more like yam slabs. Didn't come out really well. Tasted great, but it wasn't the right thing at all. And I served that with a specific hot pepper sauce, which is traditional in Ghana. It's handed down from family to family. I cooked a recipe that I found for it. It is called shido. Yes, shido. I thought maybe I could buy some. I called the store. I went to great lengths to find it, but no shido. Still, that tasted really great. Unfortunately, we're not going to be making that this time. In any case, on the second night, we cooked that groundnut soup that we're doing tonight. It was great. It was one of the best dishes we'd had so far. It was kind of record-breaking. We made the Gari Foto, although I kind of burned it a little bit, so we're going to try to fix that this time. In any case, we have to see what's going to go into those dishes that we're cooking tonight. First, for our Ghanaian groundnut soup, we'll need 1 tablespoon of red palm oil. You may substitute peanut oil. 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. 1 large onion chopped. 1 bell pepper chopped, 2 red Fresno chilies minced, or you can substitute your favorite hot pepper, 1 teaspoon or 1 inch of freshly grated ginger, 4 cloves of garlic crushed, 1 quart of chicken or fish stock, we're going with chicken stock here, a 15-ounce can of chopped tomatoes, 3/4 of a cup of natural unsweetened smooth peanut butter, 1 cup of water, salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper to taste, and for garnish, dried shrimp or dried crayfish and crushed peanuts. Then for the Gari Foto, we'll need half a large onion, chopped or sliced, 1 large freshly chopped tomato, about 1 to 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, about 2 tablespoons of peanut oil, chili flakes to taste, optionally fresh basil or coriander leaves chopped, 1 shrimp bouillon cube, salt to taste, and 1 cup of dried gari. And finally, for the yam or sweet potato chips, we'll need 2 large yams or 2 large sweet potatoes, which will be thinly sliced, peanut oil for frying, salt to taste, and hot sauce for garnish. That looks like it's going to be really delicious. Let's get cooking. First, heat the oil in a saucepan over medium heat. Brown the chicken thighs in oil. This can take up to 15 minutes. Season with salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper. Stir in the bell pepper, chopped onion, minced Fresno chili peppers, garlic, and ginger. Cook until the vegetables soften, add the chicken stock and chopped tomatoes, bring to a simmer and cook for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, in a bowl, mix the peanut butter and water, mix until dissolved. When time is up, mix in the peanut sauce. Let it simmer for 15 minutes until it is thickened slightly. Taste and adjust seasoning as needed. Heat 1 inch of oil over a medium heat in a skillet or saucepan. Fry the sweet potatoes or yams in batches. Fry until the edges curl up. Drain on paper towels. Place the chips in a heavy paper bag. Salt generously. Let crisp in an oven at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat the oil in a saucepan over medium heat. Sauté the onion until softened, about 3 to 4 minutes. Stir in the red chili flakes or hot pepper. Add the chopped tomato and tomato puree. Season with salt and cilantro. And the crushed bouillon cube. And simmer. In a bowl mix the dried gari or cassava grits and 1 tablespoon of water. Mix until fluffy. Add the gari to the mixture. Stir until coated. Taste and adjust seasoning as needed. Plate the chips. Scoop servings of the Gari Foto into ramekins. Wipe plates and serve. Ladle the soup into bowls. Dress with crushed peanuts and dried crayfish or dried shrimp. Wipe plates and serve hot. How did that all go? Well, I'm pleased to say it was a kind of another smashing night. First off though, I have to address the yam chips. Again, not yam chips, sweet potato chips. And if you're watching the live stream, you'll see that I really should have laid those out on a baking tray after I fried them. And I should have done them in more batches, and the oil should have been hotter. They really weren't crispy. They really weren't chips. So I'm gonna call those fried sweet potatoes. Just trying to get truth in advertising here. They were tasty. They weren't chips though. The problems were entirely in the execution, so I'm gonna give the yam chips 3 out of 5 globes. Tasted good, but totally not what they were supposed to be. My fault. Moving on. That groundnut soup. It was really delicious. It did not taste quite like it did last time because I did not have the luxury of that dried crayfish last time. Adding that with the dried peanuts gave it a very interesting flavor and texture it didn't have last time. It had a really wonderful flavor, although I'm gonna tell you, if it had more time to develop those flavors, that soup would be much better. So I'm gonna give the groundnut soup 4 out of 5 globes, though I tell you, when I have leftovers tonight, I bet it's gonna be a 5. But let me tell you about that Gari Foto. Now, the thing about Gari Foto is that I've seen many recipes for it. Usually it will involve some other thing being thrown into it, being luncheon meat or canned meat or 6 eggs. Different things get mixed into it. We didn't mix anything else into it. I did cook it properly this time, nothing got burnt, and it was super delicious. It was phenomenal. I think that shrimp bouillon cube is what gave it that extra oomph, but it was really great. I loved it. I look forward to it. I need to go buy some more Gari right now, if you'll excuse me. Well, that does it for Ghana. Next week, we're up to a biggie. There are so many things to pick from, I don't know how I'm gonna squeeze it all into one night. But tune in for the food of Greece. And remember, if you'd like to see our streams live when they happen every Tuesday night, be sure to follow us on Periscope or Facebook Live. Like and subscribe if you'd like to be advised when these videos are posted. If you have any thoughtful feelings or helpful suggestions about the food I'm cooking, please feel free to sound off in the comments. Remember, links to the original recipes can be found in the About section. And if you like what you see, share it. It would be nice. Till next time, thanks for watching and happy eating!